So there had been a lot of Justin Fields hype going around after the first few weeks of Steelers training camp. With Russell Wilson being sidelined because of an injury, Justin Fields had an opportunity to take a step forward, maybe make a push for the Steelers' starting quarterback job. But it seems like in his preseason start versus the Texans, his chances of that happening definitely took a hit, I would say. And I want to share with you here what former NFL QB Dan Orlovsky had to say about Justin Fields' performance earlier today on ESPN on Get Up.
General.
Yeah, it takes both the center and the quarterback to be on the same page, and a lot of it has to do with the movement
And here they're talking about the two fumbled snaps between Justin Fields and his center.
Of where the play is going and the quarterback kind of being in alignment with the center. This is the first one. The center is going to move to his right, our left, okay? As he steps that way, you want the quarterback's hands to go with him just 2 or 3 inches. Woody knows that. The ball goes to the right a little bit. Justin's hands stay there. So there's that component of maybe that's a little bit more on Justin than the center. Here's the second one. He's going to move to our right, his left, okay? Again, you want the center to, and the quarterback's hands to go with it. This time the center's going to snap the ball. Justin's hands are going to move just a little bit, and now they're behind. So that one's a little bit on the center. We don't know who's going to be the center for the Pittsburgh Steelers as well. This is also a problem of the pass for Justin Fields. Deep into George Pickens, third down. Watch the pace of his drop, how fast it's happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Justin's ready to throw the ball right now. George Pickens isn't even remotely close to running his route. No receivers looking for the football. And so he's almost forced to, I have to get the ball out because the internal clock is telling me to get rid of the football. That's been something that Justin has struggled with really since he's come into the NFL. So the fumbles, again, I want to drive home this point. One, we don't know who the center is going to be in Pittsburgh. It might be their rookie, Zach Frazier. So that has to get together, and then it takes both parties, the quarterback and the center, to get that done consistently, okay? Don't take that for granted. The pace of the drop thing for Justin, it is disappointing that still seems to be an issue. That still seems to be something that he hasn't taken that next step. Preseason game 1, new offense, all that. I do want to see that improve over the next 2 weeks. I don't think he gave away the starting job. I don't think he took the starting job.
Right.
Okay, so I think after this performance and what Justin Fields showed here, you can't necessarily say he's going to have a bad season if he does get the opportunity because of one preseason game. But it's not really what you want to see from Fields after some training camp hype with Russell Wilson down. As Dan Orlovsky said, he doesn't think he gave away the starting job, but he also doesn't think he took the starting job. And at this point, I just honestly have a really hard time believing that Russell Wilson, if he can get back and be healthy, I can't see Russell Wilson not being the starting QB. I just think it's the way this team is built. They have such a good defense, and I think having someone who's a little bit safer at quarterback, a little less sloppy, a veteran guy like Russell Wilson is going to be the better fit here at quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Because we saw last year what the Steelers were still able to do with just really, really bad quarterback play from Kenny Pickett, a few other quarterbacks. And if you can get Russell Wilson just being a mid-tier quarterback, this is a Steelers team because of their defense that can still be very, very competitive. But just seeing the mistakes that Justin Fields showed here and some issues there, as Dan Orlovsky brought up, the pace of his drop and things like that, it's just not things you would hope to see in his 4th year in the NFL. You look at Caleb Williams in his first performance here, and he looked much more comfortable than Justin Fields, and it's only his first ever game, barely any experience. Fields has basically 3 years of experience here in the NFL, and so I don't think it was a great showing in Fields' first preseason game. Not to say he can't take some steps forward. Maybe they'll get those issues ironed out. He didn't play that much, so you never really know what could happen there, but I think this sort of showed us why Justin Fields was traded away for a 6th-round pick, which could become a 4th-round pick if he plays 51% of snaps. And you look at other guys who the NFL valued even maybe slightly more than Fields. Spencer Rattler was a 5th-round QB drafted in 2024. And so I think there's a reason that NFL teams weren't offering, 2nd-round picks, 1st-round picks for Justin Fields because they've seen what he did in his time in Chicago. And he's electric when he is, running the ball. And he can make some crazy, nice throws. He has a somewhat good deep ball at times. And so it's not like he's a terrible quarterback. He's just a below average passer with a really good ability to run the ball. And I think that in this situation right now in Pittsburgh, it makes much more sense if Russell Wilson is healthy to go with the veteran leader who I think can be a safer play there at the quarterback position. But if you want more NFL content, feel free to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next time.